Hello again. I'm Joe McTurnan, AOPA's Director of Health Policy and Advocacy. I wanted to thank you for joining me for another edition of AOPA's Take. Today, I want to share some very exciting news regarding the expansion of Medicare coverage for microprocessor knees and hydraulic and pneumatic controlled mechanical knees to certain K2 ambulators. This policy expansion was released as a draft local coverage determination revision in January of this year. Last week, the DME Max released the final version of the LCD and accompanying policy article that will be effective for claims with a date of service on or after September 1st, 2024. The DME Max accepted both verbal and written comments on the proposed LCD and ultimately left the policy similar to what was previously proposed. One significant change that was advocated for by AOPA and its O&P Alliance partners was the removal of the requirement that all alternative prosthetic interventions should be considered and ruled out before a microprocessor knee would be covered for K2 ambulators. The DME Max removed the all requirement and simply stated that other prosthetic interventions should also be considered. As I stated when I spoke to you about this in January, the revised policy represents a seismic shift in coverage that will open access to prosthetic technology to those patients who can truly benefit from the additional stability and safety these prosthetic knees offer, especially for K2 level ambulators that may benefit from increased stability and stumble control. While the proposed expansion of this policy is incredibly welcoming news for prosthetic patients, it is important to remember the responsibility for the O&P profession to act as proper stewards of clinically appropriate care. Documentation must support the medical necessity of microprocessor knees, whether the patient is classified as functional level 2, 3, or 4. Medicare prior authorization, which is now required for microprocessor knees, will be a useful tool in establishing this medical necessity, but patients should continue to be evaluated to determine if microprocessor knee technology is the best option for a successful outcome. AOPA looks forward to helping its members navigate the new policy as it is implemented. Thanks again for spending just a few moments with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. AOPA's Take, where you go when you need to know.